It's time now for Upon Further Review, brought to you by Ogeechee Technical College, Education with Purpose, and by Dr. Lincoln Lippincott with the Sleep Apnea Center in Statesboro. And now, here they are, Josh Aubrey and Nate Hirsch.
And we're happy to welcome you in. It's a brand new week for Upon Further Review. Along with Josh, part of the Statesboro Herald's online team. This is Nate. We're up top of ERA Hirsch Real Estate Team. Buying or selling real estate? Talk to the experts at ERA Hirsch Real Estate Team. And our show, by the way, which is on, of course, Northland Cable Channel 2, 7 p.m., 9 p.m., and 7 a.m. is also now available online.
That's right. We have it on a YouTube page, and we also have, you go to Facebook and type in Upon Further Review, and guess whose friendly faces you'll see?
That's it anyway.
Nate and Josh.
I was trying to grow our audience while I was in Chicago. Meanwhile, a lot of things to talk about this weekend. Josh, I think only made, what did you make trips over to the Heritage this time?
I only made one.
I know. You had to be worn out from 5 straight days to Augusta.
It was fun, but it was tiring, and I had a bit of a cold this week, and I saw that it was supposed to rain on Friday, and Thursday looked good. Yeah. It actually got pretty cool at Hilton Head. I think Saturday and Sunday were pretty beautiful weather-wise there, but it was a little cool there Thursday and got a little cloudy, and then had a little rain on Friday, but yes.
All right.
Brandon Grace, your champion.
First-time winner on the tour.
He's been in the top 5 in the U.S. Open and at the PGA. He had a really good shot of winning the PGA last year, but
missed the cut last week at the Masters, right?
He did, and a lot of times those are the guys who end up doing well, because sometimes the guys that do well at the Masters,
it's a rush almost to get to follow that up.
There you go.
Meanwhile, we've been looking for Luke Donald, right? You had him on a milk carton for me.
It's been about a year since he had a top 10, and what do you know? The place he has the most success, even though he hasn't won here, he comes through with another top 5, I guess.
Well, he finished tied for second. He was the leader till the last day. And speaking of day, you got a nice picture with Jason Day.
And he fell apart on Saturday. Now, holy cow.
If that happens on Sunday, when you're...
They call it a choke.
Right?
He played well on Sunday, actually. Shot a 68.
No, he shot a 70.
78.
Yeah, for him.
Wow.
Right?
There were some crazy scores by some really good golfers out there. But, yeah, that was one that really shocked me.
Yeah, I think it's one of the best fields that they've had at the Heritage. They had a lot of players at least people could relate to.
Well, what helps is the RBC people are not forced to play. It's not like
gun but it's their sponsor.
Yeah, but you got Jason Day, Brent Snedeker, you've got Graham McDowell, Matt Kuchar. A lot of those guys are some pretty big golfers, so they come there and play. And the course really sets up for a lot of those guys that aren't the longest bombers. Now, Jason Day hits it pretty far.
All right, so you're going to take a break now until the Players?
We got the Players. I believe that's 3 weeks away.
Okay. All right, so much for that. Meanwhile, we had our spring football game on Saturday. We'll have some highlights. We're only allowed to show you the first quarter highlights of the game.
Yeah, I'd love to show more, but that's what we were allowed to show.
Right, but I was
some spring games, Nate, they show the entire thing on TV.
They did.
Some of us are limited to only one quarter.
I thought it was a nice crowd. I didn't think it was as big as last year's crowd, but I'll tell you what the difference was.
Did you have to show your ID or turn your cell phones in before you came in?
Did not.
Okay.
And so everybody had to sit on the north side, obviously, where I'm used to sitting most of the time.
What did you think about the turf?
It looks great.
Yeah.
I thought the whole stadium looked great. And they had things it was pristine, if you want to say. So that part looked great. It was a spring game.
Did you get to go down there and walk on it at all?
I did not. Okay. They did the autograph session afterwards up top.
And the ring ceremony up there, too.
They did a ring ceremony on the field, right up above the field.
Right.
And it was different. Usually the PA announcer does the announcement.
Not this time.
Coach Summers
did
the announcement. But that first of all...
Tom Kleinlein handed out the rings.
But first of all, we had Todd Deal do the first half on the PA. And Alan Tyson came in out of the bullpen to do the second half.
They brought in the old crafty right-hander?
Well, everybody said, why is Alan doing it? I said, perhaps.
Because it was supposed to be at Statesboro?
It's not that Todd couldn't do it there, too.
Yeah. He's done both.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. But there came Alan. It was good to, Alan, who's done Statesboro High for so long.
He tell you to go get an ice cold Coca-Cola?
He did not
That's
tell
what he
me
does
that.
at the Blue Devil games.
We know that. But all in all, it was a spring game. There was a few people on the team I guess I didn't realize we had on the team. The kid from Bradwell Institute, the LeBaron Anthony, who is a transfer from West Alabama, may have been one of the surprises.
West Alabama, don't we know somebody down there?
I'm going to call Stan Williamson and ask how he
Rusty Cram, maybe
how he snuck him over here. But
beware who looks good in the spring.
You always tell me that.
That doesn't necessarily mean they're going to do great in the fall.
No, and that's why I had some people,
the annual Steve Kadari Award is what we called it.
People stopped me on the way out and, we didn't run the option. I said, it's the spring game.
They did run a few.
Oh, they did. I'm saying it was about trying to set up a
We'll
passing
show you
game.
on highlights.
There's a
first quarter highlights.
There's a passing game. We ran a lot of one back. And how many times?
Nate, you are not supposed to be talking about.
I can. I was
it's
there.
Fight Club.
I can talk
Nate,
about what I saw.
You're going to get our credentials revoked.
Afterwards.
Stop.
No. People were there.
This was Nate. Don't take my credentials away, please.
I'm telling you what I saw.
Okay, we're not supposed to say.
I don't have the stats to back it up, but I know what I saw. We lined up with 5 wideouts. How often have we done that in the past?
Not very often.
Okay. So we didn't have too many bubble screens.
No bubble screens?
No, I didn't see any.
Okay.
But no, there were some kids that really stood out, and I thought it was funny since.
How about our linemen? Did they stand out?
Yeah, because they were standing on the sideline. We had a lot of guys hurt.
Yeah.
Coach Summers had just told me Wednesday night at the baseball game how he wasn't that pleased with practice. They had a great practice Thursday, though.
Okay.
How De La Rosa was in his doghouse. First play on defense, he smacked somebody hard. He stood out. There was a lot of good plays by the defense. You would expect somebody like Ironhead Gallen to, the ball got thrown in a spot it shouldn't have. He picks it off and goes for a touchdown.
Yep.
The punting with no rush was iffy. Now, there was a tremendous wind blowing, and Youngwei Koo actually did a pretty good job punting. Okay.
Well, I know he made a field goal.
Yes, and I believe it's Matt Flynn is the punter who was supposed to be the punter. So anyway, it's the spring game. We still have, 4 more practices, though?
We do, Dave.
So they're not finished. And I think, my opinion, they wanted to show as little as they could to anybody who might have wanted to take a look at us.
Okay.
That's just my opinion. Meanwhile, a quick reminder, when you need legal advice in the Statesboro Bullitt County area, we have the man for you to call, and that's Lovett Bennett Jr., attorney at law, PC. Back with more in a moment on Upon Further Review.
It's a used car blowout at Franklin Toyota.
Hurry to the only Toyota certified dealer in 6 counties for huge blowout savings on Toyota certified pre-owns. Purchase used Corollas for as low as $159 a month.
Find it at Franklin Toyota in Statesboro.
Dr. Sergio Dalsenia of Family Internal Medicine reminds you that Kathy Shriver, who specializes in diabetes education and consultations, is now exclusive to Family Internal Medicine. Call for an appointment. Their office located in the Cotton Ridge Plaza on Fair Road.
It's a used car blowout at Franklin Toyota.
Hurry to the only Toyota certified dealer in 6 counties for huge blowout savings on Toyota certified pre-owns. Purchase used Corollas for as low as $159 a month.
Find it at Franklin Toyota in Statesboro.
Well, Josh, before we go any further, let's remind the folks that baseball season's still in high gear, and baseball league will be home this week.
We are gray.
That's right. We have both there. University Store's got all your Georgia Southern apparel, especially for the baseball season. And you can stop by and pick it up at the University Store. Speaking of baseball, our baseball Eagles got shut out on Friday night.
But
didn't do anything against
come back with
Arlington. Came back Saturday.
Doubleheader.
Got a great, like you were saying to me before we started.
Chase Cohen. He's been playing really well.
The 2 freshmen on the weekends, so Cohen comes up with a 2-hit shutout, and Ryan Cleveland, I think, smacked a couple out. Second game, though, Eichorn, who'd been so good, has his shortest stint. But Eagles come from
bats brought him back.
5-0 down, came back with 2, kind of got 2 in the 6th, went along, tied it up, and then in the 9th inning, after a 6-6 tie, scored 4 times and win the game 10-6. And Chris Brown came back for us to finish the game. He actually got to win.
Yeah.
So we had to use Landon Hughes. 4 innings in relief that game. So they win 2 out of 3, which is important. That's another tiebreaker you have with somebody behind you.
Road, sweet road continues, huh?
Well, but we got a busy week this week. Citadel at home.
Then Citadel on the road.
That's right. So Tuesday at home at 6, Wednesday at the Citadel, and home this weekend.
See if we can win a home series in the conference.
Got Little Rock coming in. Speaking of Little Rock, by the way.
Yeah?
How about our friend Chris Beard, who a year ago at this time had just got the job at Little Rock. And now all the people are talking about him. Yes, we told you just a couple of weeks ago he took the Las Vegas job.
Yes, he did.
He's now the head coach at Texas Tech. He had to pay him $1 million.
Quite a jump there.
Well, again, you have to look at the history.
Remember what did they? Think about where he was salary-wise, and what they were wanting to try to keep him for, and now what is he making?
He's better be making over $1 million a year. He can make that at Las Vegas. But the thing was, they had a buyout. He only was at Las Vegas 2 weeks. Yeah. So Las Vegas got $1 million from no, I don't think he paid it. Texas Tech probably paid it.
I don't believe he did.
But he was an assistant for 10 years.
Correct.
At Texas Tech under Bobby Knight and Pat Knight. So that's the connection there. It is one of the stranger job changes. And by the way, I see where you could not be an assistant coach with Coach Passner now at Georgia Tech. Did you see that story that came out?
No.
When he interviews for an assistant coach.
Can't be from the north?
No, you can't play golf.
Can't play golf.
Yes. If you're playing golf, you're wasting time. You talk about another guy that's a little intense. Okay.
If you're playing golf, you're wasting time.
You know.
Tell him to go see Paul Johnson.
That's what I said, right?
Go see Mike Seawalk.
There is an off season sometime for these people.
And there's some good courses around that area.
I would hope in Atlanta there's plenty of courses. And listen,
that's pretty funny.
Can he get it done at Georgia Tech? He'll have his chance to see.
Didn't come in with the greatest of records.
No, for the last he had
sub 500.
He had started off pretty good at Memphis.
Yep.
And again, he's one of
he's a young guy too.
Calipari's
young
guys, 37.
37.
So he's already been at Memphis 7 years, I think it was. So anyway, he's there now. But anyway, if you play golf. That's a no-no. All right. We will. By the way, this softball.
Does they play well or just play?
Play it all. Play well. That's a different story. By the way, softball lost 2 out of 3 there at South Carolina Tuesday, and then go on the road
for a
weekend
while.
for Troy. Yeah. All right. We will try to explain all the things going on in high school sports.
Great.
After we have that coming up on the show, we'll do that.
Let me get my phone out so I can call a friend and see.
Call a friend, that's a good thing. All right. But first, we did talk about the Georgia Southern spring games, so we'll come back in a second. Take a look at those highlights and a lot more coming up on Upon Further Review.
Do you ever wonder what that 15% savings cost you in service?
What's the name on the account?
My name is Mary, M-A-R-Y.
Who is it?
Mary.
Oh, okay.
My name is Mary.
Right.
Are you even listening to me?
Sure.
At Glenn Davis Insurance, we get to know you as a person. To us, you're not just another number. Together with Auto Owners Insurance, we can develop an insurance plan tailored to your specific needs. Glenn Davis and Associates. Call or come by today.
The Medical Center Pharmacy on Grenade Street is proud to be your Health Mart pharmacy in Statesboro. The Medical Center Pharmacy, locally owned and serving this community for 50 years, is open 364 days a year. The pharmacists at Medical Center know there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. That's why they take the time to know their customers, explain their medications, and answer any questions. The Medical Center Pharmacy, your Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you. Well, we talked about it, and we have some highlights, and we do have post-game interviews.
Highlights from the first quarter, interviews with Coach Summers and some of the players that we're allowed to talk to. Here you go. The Georgia Southern Eagles hitting the field on the new artificial turf at Paulson Stadium for the first time for the annual Blue-White game under the leadership of first-year head coach Tyson Summers. The option still in effect. Fabian Upshaw running it nicely here. The passing game in effect as well. Kevin Ellison in at quarterback. The Eagles continuing to work out of the shotgun here. Upshaw with another nice run. Upshaw and Ellison splitting time most of the first quarter. The only quarter media was allowed to shoot. The game finished with the score of 27-7. The white team winning. Afterward, the players were presented their GoDaddy Bowl championship rings in a small ceremony, and after that, signed autographs for the fans. Overall, Coach Summers sees room for improvement, but was quite pleased with how things went overall.
One of the things that I've always believed is that you try to start off and try to use it as an opportunity to develop some of your passing game. That's what I've always thought scrimmages were for. We certainly spend the majority of the time in our practices being able to work on our option pictures, but it's not really what we had an opportunity to do today. So we wanted to make sure we got good a lot of the one-back looks that we were trying to run, a lot of our inside zone, outside zone, and then have an opportunity to be able to throw the ball. That's what we were trying to get accomplished, and I thought we did an okay job of that.
It went well, man. You know, guys came out here, competed hard. You know, got the younger guys in there. You know, get them some looks, and you know, everybody competed well. So I'm pretty pleased.
It was good. I think everybody came out there with the right mindset. You know, I think we wanted to go as fast as possible and, you know, try to execute and just play physical, and I think we did pretty good today.
I know there was a few mistakes made out there, just some stuff we're going to clean up, but other than that, we did a great job overall.
Well, that'll pretty much do it for us for spring practice. Hopefully they can stay healthy over the next couple that they'll be doing. Next time we'll hear from the Eagles will be early August.
That's right, with the start of practice, yes. September 3rd.
Hopefully everybody will be there, Nate.
September 3rd with the new coach now at Savannah State. Just brought him out of Wabash College.
That's right, Wabash.
Another from Indiana, a D3 school. But anyway, that's the home opener.
Yes, it is.
On September the 3rd. We'll come back, as we said, and try to explain what's happened in high school sports because it got busy last week. We'll do that in more in a moment on Upon Further Review.
It's a used car blowout at Franklin Toyota.
Hurry to the only Toyota certified dealer in 6 counties for huge blowout savings on Toyota certified pre-owns. Purchase used Corollas for as low as $159 a month.
Find it at Franklin Toyota in Statesboro.
Tired of being tired? Do you start and end the day completely worn out? You may have obstructive sleep apnea. Dr. Lippincott at the Sleep Apnea Center in Statesboro can give you an evaluation and explain the new non-invasive procedure that has helped so many in our area. Call for an appointment or be on the lookout for one of our free seminars. The Sleep Apnea Center in Statesboro, part of Statesboro ENT, 120 South Zetterauer Avenue. And it's time now for our high school segment. It is presented by Ogeechee Technical College. We will look at some playoff soccer and then try to describe what's going on with soccer, baseball, and everything else. But first, let's take a look at this from OTC.
I'm Brian Reliza.
My name is Michaela Graham.
And I'm an echocardiography graduate.
I'm studying to be a veterinary technician.
And I am OTC.
And I am OTC.
We believe every path is different and every student is unique. Whether you're interested in dual enrollment and associate degree or earning credit toward a higher degree, a diploma, or certificate, Ogeechee Tech can help you build a strong foundation for your future. Visit ogeecheetech.edu to find out how you can go anywhere from here.
Well, Josh, we had several of the baseball teams away, but Statesboro's soccer team, the boys, certainly playing great right now.
That's right. They are in action. A little chilly over there at Walmack Field. Let's get out and see some action from Statesboro High in the soccer pitch. Statesboro High hosting Brunswick in the region semifinals at Walmack Field. Early on, Justin White, the great pass ahead to Alex Wagner, who knows what to do, and the Blue Devils open up an early 1-0 lead. Looking to add to it, White again with a nice cross. Thomas Sullinger the header, but no luck, and we stay at 1-0. On the other end of the field, Kyle Altman helping to keep it that way with one save right here. And then a little later, off the free kick, Altman has to get off his feet for another. Still 1-0. That was until Dylan Jones hits this one ahead to Wagner, who runs it down, sprints past the defender, and puts in goal number 2. The Pirates having their problems. Check out the friendly fire here. Ouch. Looks a little painful. Brunswick down 2-0 at the half. Second half off the corner. It looks like the Blue Devils would pad their lead to 3-0. The loose ball in front of the goal put in by Wagner. Instead, this ruled a penalty on Brunswick and an indirect kick given to Statesboro. Haven't seen this often, so I thought I'd share. Statesboro unable to cash in, though. Meanwhile, Altman continues to impress in goal and out of goal for that matter. A nice rolling play here, and then he sprints back nicely. Then a little later, Altman will leap up. He gets taken out but is able to hang on. Finally, late in the game, off of penalty, Wagner with the PK going for the hat trick. And it's good, and Statesboro advances to the region championship, winning 3-0. Well, Nate, the good news for Statesboro High, they are going to be hosting the state playoffs. They have the region championship coming up on the road at Glen Academy Thursday at 7 o'clock. If they win, they'll be the 1 seed, and if they lose, they'll be the 2 seed. Speaking of which, Southeast Bullock has advanced to the state as well, the boys and the girls. Now they're in the similar situation. The boys play Monday, the girls play Tuesday. If the boys and girls win, they will be playing for the 1-2 and a chance to, they'll be automatically hosting. If they lose, they'll be the 3-4 game, and we'll see what happens with that. Speaking of all that, we've got our baseball teams. Everybody's still...
Everybody writing this down now?
Mathematically, everybody's still in it. Portal, it's going to be doubtful, but they've still got a game left, and they do that crazy power poll. Yeah. They have to wait and see how that ends up. BA, their season's still going on. They've got playing home against Frederica on Tuesday and on the road. Home against Edmund Burke on Thursday. But their state and region don't begin for a little while. Statesboro High, congratulations. They go as the 4 seed to Ware County. They win 2 out of 3. Had a big 2-run homer by Ty Tiddick, and that was on Saturday night. The guys were a little late to prom, but they got there. So next up for Statesboro, they play South Effingham Tuesday. This is for seeding. They win this, then they'll be the 1 or the 2, and they'll play on Friday. If they lose this, they're still going to be in the state, but it will be for the 3-4. Same thing goes for Southeast Bullock. Congratulations to them. Now they've got a chance to be the 1-2 in their game if they win it this week. And if they lose it, then they'll be either the 3 or the 4. We'll keep you posted.
We should have had a board up here for
you. I could have done like they do, and the big board and circle it and all that.
Also. And let's see what it.
That's where we are.
And I think what did Mike Sparks post for me?
Yeah, Southeast Bullock.
The track team.
Track team. They host the region on Monday.
They've done well, and
and
also
Portal finished second.
The girls, right?
Yeah. And they don't even have a track, Nate. That's impressive.
No, and I think that's what he's pointing out.
Yes.
What a good job they've done. All right, so we still have teams in action. And for Statesboro's baseball to go on the road, down a game, and win those 2 at Ware, that was very big.
Yep.
All right, we'll come back, wrap things up in a moment on Upon Further Review.
We know how important your family is to you, which is why family medicine is so important to us. At TRICARE Family Medicine, we'll see that your family is in the best possible health. We offer a fun and friendly environment and are now accepting new pediatric and adult patients. Come experience the difference today. Let our family take care of your family at TRICARE Family Medicine, the official family practice of Georgia Southern Athletics.
It's a used car blowout at Franklin Toyota.
Hurry to the only Toyota certified dealer in 6 counties for huge blowout savings on Toyota certified pre-owns. Purchase used Corollas for as low as $159 a month.
Find it at Franklin Toyota in Statesboro.
Well, needless to say, as we probably confused everybody with all the playoff talk, the NBA has started their playoffs, and this is a fun time of the year.
Especially for us, right?
There's a lot of
Some
people
don't
watching
follow NBA as much as we do.
Especially when you get 4 games a day as they opened up. And
how'd your Hawks
escaped.
Get a screw job on my Celtics? Thought we were the 3 seed and we end up with the 5.
Celtics have the best comeback win of the year last Wednesday, and they say, "Oh, sorry, you're the 6th seed."
Hey,
fifth seed.
Isaiah Thomas, you're hurt, and you're the 5th seed.
Anyway, now Bradley's the one, I guess.
Bradley. I'm not Isaiah Thomas.
But anyway, the Hawks blew a big lead against the Celtics on Saturday night. Ended up winning by 1, so we'll see.
But you know what? The East, you can pretty much flip a coin, Nate.
I tell you what, everybody talked about how great the West was. I think the East has caught up considerably in talent this year. And the West, the top three, yes.
Yeah, but the rest of the West.
Golden State, San Antonio, and Oklahoma City. But after that, the Clippers, you don't know what they're going to do sometimes. So it should be interesting to see once they get past.
And hopefully your boy, our boy, Steph Curry, can get on him.
Yeah, he got a little banged up. Cavaliers had a tough game. Detroit has been playing really good this last half of the season.
Name who plays for Detroit, Nate.
Drummond. He's there. The Jackson guy was throwing him up there today, and Morris. Anyway, I did watch some of that today. So anyway, that'll all play itself out. Hopefully we'll have some names for you. I think about talking about it, of who Georgia Southern basketball has signed here during the signing period. And meanwhile, we got some people leave. We'll talk about that more next time. We'll have plenty to cover.
That's a tease, Nate.
It's a tease, that's right.
Jake Oswald, we got to do at least mention that
he's
he is
gone.
gone.
Right.
That's a pretty big name.
It is, but he's not leaving to go somewhere else. That's the bad thing, I was told.
All right. Well, he's not going to be on the team next year.
He's not.
That's unfortunate.
We'll tell you why next time. All right, we'll have that and more when we see you next time on Upon Further Review.
Join us again next time for Upon Further Review, brought to you in part by Ogeechee Technical College, Education with Purpose, and by Dr. Lincoln Lippincott with the Sleep Apnea Center in Statesboro.